My name's Steve Basilio. I've been working on a farm for a good part of my life, doing agriculture my entire life. What I've heard from a couple old timers was the biggest way to go broke in agriculture is to do what your grandfather did, not adapt, right? You need to adapt to the changes with the climate. You need to adapt to changes with planting. You need to adapt to the way that you do things. I grew up running payloaders. My dad was a mushroom grower. My family was in construction. They all worked blue collar jobs. Like, I didn't grow up row crop farming. I came into it 13 years ago and I've been diehard dead into it. And so I'm an outsider looking in when I see these farmers. John Deere hat never looked in the direction of this guy. They saw that, they just like this. Never even gave it a thought. Can't even walk up that ladder. They walk up that ladder, they're committing a crime. So to me, I always laughed at it because I'm just like, what's wrong with you people? You know, like if this loader doesn't work, you go look at another one. That's why I don't understand the whole brand loyalty. It's like I see the same thing every day. I want to see something different. It's what works well for the job for me. I'm not diehard John Deere. I'm not diehard New Holland. I could care less. It's what's going to work, what's going to be comfortable for you to be in it, and what's going to have that power at the right price point. We got to demo a 8S 285, and I have to say the one thing I was most impressed about was for a mid-sized tractor was the amount of power and torque it provided us. When we ran them side by side, that Massey would drag. I'm talking, wet soil. We were running the 23-foot Salford, 3-inch depth, tacky soil. To get that type of power and that type of price range, when you're talking 8R John Deeres and then you go to an 8S Massey, it's pretty crazy and people are gonna think you're out of your mind, but it's the truth. And if you don't believe it, you gotta get in one and try it. We have a 6S 145, which would be the smallest, I think is the smallest Massey's lineup where you can still get a CVT transmission. So that's what we went with because we want to do it for a variety of applications. But the major reason why we looked at Massey was price point. To be able to get that much horsepower and that much punch out of a machine that size and to be able to have that much versatility, to be able to do these multiple different jobs, whether it's tillage, planting, mowing, whatever it may be, is a huge thing. And like I said, it goes back to the transmission. The transmission has a lot to it. Comparable to an IVT on a Deere, it was night and day difference. The Masseys, even down to the small ones like our 6S, that transmission is consistently the same up to the 8S. Whether it's a 285 or a 305, it's unbeatable, I mean, for me. The guys like it on the farm. It hasn't been too hard of a changeover. The guys like having a foot throttle, having the options, having the joystick, being able to program everything, have it right at your fingertips. When you can just click back, go, turn around and roll, especially when you're going and time is money on dairy farm, like we're trying to get crops down for these dairy farmers and get everything ready. Every second counts. When you got hay on the ground, we don't have time to sit there and give lessons. Nobody wants to do that. So to be able to just say, look, there's a parking brake, flip the reverser up and go. They just went. To get in the Massey and see that it's more set up like what we're used to, where we have that room where we can swivel the seat around and look out the back and follow the implement of what we're doing and be able to actually have that vision, have good solid mirrors on it like the big ones do. You get into a compact size and it makes you feel like you're in a big one. Massey has done a fantastic job, I think, of making it feel like home for us, but being able to make that jump into a new color and a new experience and enjoy it. Like I said, if they don't believe me, drive one. I'm standing here talking, and the only thing I can think about right now on this beautiful day is getting in that Massey and going over and mowing some hay. I'm ready to go.
Is that true?
Yeah. If you don't think it is, I'll go get it and start mowing. You can record me. You think I get tired of mowing, but I never do.